Hello all of you Zemplexians, my name is Mercarosis, and welcome back to Doki Literature Club, episode 3, or 4, 3, it's episode 3. Welcome back everybody. So, I know it's Tuesday, and I'm going to probably say this for the rest of the week, other than on Thursday. So, you may have realized, why am I uploading them sometimes at 10 p.m., not a.m.? Well, that wasn't because we messed up or anything. That was on purpose. I got busy and couldn't do it at that time, so we had to upload that day, and we wanted the content out at 10, so that's why that happened. And second thing is, why didn't I record or upload, I should say, anything last week? That was because we actually have new internet, so we have a faster speed now, because it was kind of sucky in uploading, so we had to wait. And then we actually had to send our router and modem combo out because it was the wrong one, and then we got new ones. So yeah, now we're good. Hopefully. It's whatever. Welcome back. So, who should I show my poem to next? We already showed it to Sayori, so let's do Yuri next. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. But what was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covered. Oh, hold on. I need to probably bring the mic a little bit closer to my mouth. That might be better. Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's gonna hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Huh? I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Okay, no, that doesn't do anything. Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicate you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? I don't think so. Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. I've never ever written any poetry before. Not at all. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, but then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just mean, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words of the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I've recognized in new writers is that they try to hide their style very deliberately. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's fucking hell, I can't speak today. It's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert, other than me, Mercarosis, who's a fucking rambling idiot. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and by learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the clubs gives you valuable feedback. Thanks, you've given me the only feedback. Okay, whatever. Nope. Suki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How so? I mean, didn't you see Sayori over there? She fucking wrote about morning and breakfast and waking up.
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. Next time, though, give me all the dirty topics. Or juicy topics. Whatever the saying is. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Suki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I love to share my thoughts process with you behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh god, that's a very pristine writing. So, ghost under the lights. The tendrils of my hair illuminates beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Okay. Nice. Nice.
I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
You wrote it in like perfect scripture. Shut up. What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took a long time to read.
It literally took me like a minute, if that. No, what the comments? Your job. Time me. Well, I don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
Huh? That's a relief.
Also, I liked the poem. It wasn't weird in a weird way. Even though it's short, it was very descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
No, not at all. Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Oh, you mean you don't often typically write about streetlights, dim flickering candle lights in the future past tense, future present? Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Mercarosis.
I know, it's about street lamps and lights and flickerings and past, present, future tenses. Really? I must have totally missed the point, even though I just stated the point like 4 times.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all.
Didn't you just say that I read it too long? So, whatever. But remember that
poems are often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than just tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more seldom than putting it like that. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. Good job.
Huh? It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so
you... I don't get this, girl. Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you.
You think so?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, always.
You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Mercarosis.
Just keep all of your clothes right where they are, please. Me too. Who would like, Nasuki? Oh yeah, you were the...
Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't invoke any emotions.
So, basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes.
Do you want to get smacked?
I'll pass. What is wrong with this chick?
Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it.
Why do I have to read this?
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I told you that you weren't going to like it.
No, that was pretty enjoyable. And cute. What the fuck did I just read? I liked it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? I would never, for one, ever say something like this. At all. Writing is writing. You write whatever the hell you want. I'll read it. I can't criticize you, though. I can barely speak English, yet alone write it. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things, but you really disheartening.
Oh, can be really disheartening. Okay.
So I decided to write about it.
Yeah. Eagles can fly and cheetahs can run. And owls can seek. Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the whole wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose.
Oh yeah, humans can try, but that's about it. Something like that, I don't fucking know.
It helps bring out the feelings in the last line.
So you did, I guess, more went into it than I realized. Why am I arguing with an 8-year-old child?
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Definitely an 8-year-old child. Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I really don't care how old everyone is, but if Nasuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. You go, 8-year-old. Who should I show my poem to next? How about Monica?
Oh yeah, she's like the sporty girl, so... Hi, Mercarosis. Having a good time so far?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever want any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind.
Of course I'm afraid to bring things up. It's much better if I just go with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Ha 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 ha. Don't worry, Mercarosis. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Here you go.
Great job, Mercarosis. I was going, oh, in my head while reading it.
Like, oh? Or like, oh? Or like, oh? Well, curious then.
It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easy for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it counts when I put in some effort.
That's not very fair, you know. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes that kind of writing, right? Writing that full of imagery and symbolism? Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that efficiently, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuisance. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet, though. Don't worry so much about that. Do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learning by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying lots of different things. It could take a while before I feel comfortable about doing this, though. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to try and find the style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find that suits you in the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Ha 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 ha. Help. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claimed not to be very good. Well, that's 'cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh god, and theirs is the longest. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the directions the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No! I can't see. I'm real, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole, but wasn't too bright. It was too deep, Jesus. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Aww. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Good job. Pat on the back. Round of applause. Beautiful poem. Two lovers, distant suns. I don't know. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. Alright. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen on the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Pretty good advice. Thanks for listening. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little bit more stressful than I anticipated. As if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's why I ended up getting myself into, though. Across the room, Sayori and Monica were happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Suki. They gingerly exchanged sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read it in tandem, I watched each of their expressions change. Oh god. Nasuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What is with this language? Did you say something? Oh, nothing. Nasuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you can say it's fancy. Thanks? Yours is cute. Cute? Missy, I'm only an 8-year-old girl, but cute is not in my vocabulary. Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I knew that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out that nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked somebody who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Mercurosis did too. So, based on that, I'd gladly give you some suggestions on my own. First of all, girls, you're both... screw it. Just keep fighting. I'm just going to sit here and watch. Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a lot of time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particular inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Mercurosis liked my poem too, you know. I'm not getting dragged into this one. He even told me he was impressed by it. And Suki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Oh god, this music. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Mercurosis appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? You are so full of yourself. No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Guys? Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Mercurosis started showing up. Nasuki? Nasuki? That's just a little... This doesn't involve you! I guess. I don't know. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they noticed I was standing there. Oh shit. Mercurosis? She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then it wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning that should jump out to the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Mercurosis. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary, limited yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Mercurosis? Leave me out of this? Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. Or English. Or girls. But whoever I agree with, they'll probably get more highly of me. Of course it's going to be. Help! Nah, I like Yuri. Yuri's the bomb.
Yeah, okay. Nasuki, you're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait. Let me sing you a song really quick. Nasuki, your poem really sucked. I like Yuri's more. Monica's poem was long enough, and Sayori, well, she's bored. You got no talent, but I'm here to tell you that you suck. You get to write about things that negate your child's source. Just don't write anymore. Just don't write anymore. All you have to do right now is just stop writing now. Yuri, you're so cute. I guess your poem was right. It's not about ghosts, it's the feeling that I should thought about long ago. I hate poems. Okay, anyways. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. Thank you, by the way. Thank you. Why am I giving myself a round of applause? Thank you. Thank you. I'll be here all week this week because my internet's back up. You shouldn't pick a fight just because somebody's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri? You're a seriously talented writer. There's no secret that I was impressed.
Well, that's...
But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined somebody else's writing is, they're still putting feeling into it, and it becomes something really personal, just like that song I just sang. Quick, make that #1 in the charts in your country right now. I Hate Poems by Mercurosis. That's why Nasuki felt threatened when you said her poem's cute.
I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry.
But Nasuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place.
Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that...
Nasuki, I think that's enough.
You both said some things that you didn't mean.
Yuri, apologize. Don't you think you should too? Nasuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defeated only because she can't handle the pressure. Oh, defiant, not defeated. I end up even feeling bad for her.
Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head.
Sayori, she doesn't need to.
You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now.
Without worrying, Nasuki snatches her own poem off from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash.
Nasuki!
She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands as she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in the adjacent chair. Everything alright?
I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now.
No, Yuri, no I don't. I hate poems. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? Hell, she's a bitch. You handle it as well as anyone else could. I don't think any less of you.
Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Mercurosis. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you as part of this club now.
It's nothing. Nothing at all.
Oh, one more thing. That one thing that Nasuki said about, you know.
Your poem being bad?
I would never do anything so shameful.
Oh, make your brows go up a size. Padding? Oh, like tissue paper? I don't fucking know.
So?
What thing did Nasuki say?
Well, never mind that. I'm going to go make some tea.
Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay?
Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave.
Actually, that's a pretty good reason. I should probably leave after this too. And end the episode. That song was just a bonus, so you get a little bit extra from me. Then I also feel bad because I didn't upload anything next week. Anyways,
How do you all feel about sharing poems? It was lots of fun! Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly.
Mercrosis.
Sorry, I had a frog in my throat. Mercrosis, how about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow.
Yay!
And maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better.
Yeah. I think to myself, Suki's a bitch, Yuri is weird, and Sayori likes breakfast. I did learn a thing more about the kinds of poem everyone likes. Oh, and Monica. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination.
Mercrosis, ready to walk home?
Sure thing, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Alright, good place to save. There we go. That's it. Oh, well. Now you get to see when I upload or recorded. Ta-da! Anyways, I hope all of you and Flexians have enjoyed this episode of Doki Doki Literature Club, episode 3. And yes, I just realized that this date is when I'm doing the week I wasn't uploading, and that's because I have no internet. I'm playing offline. Anyways, I hope all of you and Flexians have enjoyed, and if you had, don't forget to leave a like, favorite, comment, share, and to subscribe if you have not already. And also, be sure to crop out that little song and just say what you thought about it. Maybe even sing along. Watch it that many times. I won't be able to ever sing that song ever again. Spur of the moment. I'm good at improv that way. Anyways, until next time, stay sharp, everybody. Stay sharp. See ya!